Think you know FIFA just from Messi's magic and trophy lifts? Think again. FIFA is more than glitzy goals and superstar hype. It is a global power network that stretches far beyond the pitch, where decisions on bids, money, and politics shape the game in hidden ways. Today we are looking at how choices are made, where revenue goes, and why FIFA's reach touches governments and communities worldwide. I have studied sports governance for years, and what you hear today may change the way you look at football. How much of this were you already aware of? Fans often focus on the brilliance of Messi, Ronaldo, or Mbappe, yet that attention hides the bigger machinery driving global football. FIFA governs 211 member associations across 5 continental confederations, a reach wider than the United Nations. It is not only about tournaments. The structure runs through layers of decision-making. Congress is the top body, the council handles strategy, and committees like finance or audit and compliance decide where resources go and how rules are enforced. These committees shape football in ways most supporters never notice. Have you ever thought about how much power people you have never heard of actually hold in this sport? From my own review of FIFA's governance documents, I can say those committees carry more weight than fans realize. The 90 minutes on the pitch are only the surface. Real power sits in meeting rooms far away from the stadiums. When it comes to the World Cup, hosts are not picked by a few executives. Each of the 211 member associations has one vote, with the Congress making the final choice. That sounds democratic, but it has fueled lobbying and political deals behind the scenes. Do you think that makes the process fairer or simply more complicated? History shows controversy. Russia hosted in 2018, Qatar in 2022, both chosen from competitive shortlists. These decisions sparked debate worldwide. Qatar in particular faced scrutiny for migrant worker conditions and environmental challenges tied to building stadiums in desert conditions. The story was no longer only about football. It became about global values. The financial rewards explain the intensity of the competition. FIFA earned around 6.1 billion United States dollars from the 2018 World Cup, with over half from broadcasting rights. Qatar's spending was staggering, with estimates of $200 billion invested in infrastructure such as stadiums, transport, and housing. Think about that scale. That level of spending reshaped a nation while giving FIFA one of its richest tournaments ever. Broadcasting remains FIFA's largest source of revenue, supported by sponsorships, ticketing, and licensing. During the 2019 to 2022 cycle, FIFA recorded about $6 billion in income. A portion was distributed through programs like FIFA Forward, which has invested more than $5 billion into development and grassroots projects since launch. Still, many ask whether small nations see equal benefits. What do you think? Should more money flow to emerging football countries? The issue of transparency keeps coming up. FIFA publishes audited financial statements, but critics point out they lack detail by country or region. Imagine if you could see exactly how your country's broadcast rights supported your local youth league. Would that not feel more fair? When I reviewed FIFA's reports myself, I found it almost impossible to track money all the way to local leagues. The numbers are massive, but the pathways are unclear. This is why I encourage you to stay curious and keep asking questions. Football is more than goals and trophies. It is also about governance, accountability, and fairness. And as fans, your attention and voices matter in keeping the game honest. When a nation wins the right to host the World Cup, the impact extends far beyond the matches. Hosting is not only about sport, it is also about influence. These tournaments often act as tools of soft power, giving governments the chance to reshape their international image and project prestige worldwide. Think about it. Have you noticed how much attention the host nation receives, almost as if the event is one large advertisement for the country itself? Russia in 2018 and Qatar in 2022 are strong examples. Both nations invested heavily in infrastructure, transport, hospitality, and security. While these projects served football, they also built political credibility and strengthened diplomatic ties. FIFA's role in this process goes much deeper than selecting the host. It negotiates directly with governments on visas, stadium construction, and public funding. These talks often involve billions of dollars. Formal memorandums of understanding cover infrastructure, transport, and national security, showing how football decisions quickly expand into political and economic agreements. Should fans pay closer attention to these off-the-pitch deals? The political side of FIFA connects directly to reform. The 2015 corruption scandal was a major turning point. In response, the organization introduced reforms such as an independent ethics committee, term limits for senior leaders, and stronger disclosure rules to reduce conflicts of interest. For many, these were necessary steps to rebuild trust. But what about you? Do you believe these reforms go far enough? For the first time, fans and media could see how decisions were justified. This move aimed to increase transparency in an area long criticized for secrecy. Investigative journalism pushed FIFA in this direction, proving that media scrutiny can spark accountability. Without that pressure, reforms may have been far slower. Still, much more could be done. A stronger FIFA would have full, independent oversight, fully audited and public budgets, strict conflict of interest rules, and real input from a wider group of stakeholders, not only a small leadership circle. I have followed these proposals closely, and I believe genuine change is possible if fans, sponsors, and governments keep demanding it. In the end, Messi and other stars may capture headlines, but FIFA is a complex institution with financial power and political influence that often stay hidden. Looking past the glamour of the World Cup helps us see how decisions affect fairness in football and trust in global institutions. If you care about the game, you should care about how it is run. And if you want more insights like this, subscribe to my channel, Enigma, where we continue this conversation and hold football's power players accountable.